everyone. How are you today? I hope you are doing fine. So, on this change, we are from Group 2 of 3D class would like to share about our discussion with topic poem analyzing. And here, we already choose poem by Emily Dickinson with the title Hope. So on this podcast, we would like to share the element of literature in that poem, and the second one is about the conclusion of our interpretation of this poem. Hope you like it and stay listening.
Hello everyone, I'm Sugi. So today we want to invite you to find out the figurative language and the meaning from the poem by the title Hope is the Thing with Feathers. In the first stanza we found two types of figurative language, namely metaphor. Okay, first of all, before we start to analyze, I want to ask you, what is a metaphor? So, a metaphor is a figure of speech that describes an object or action in a way that isn't literally true, but help explain an idea or make a comparison. Okay, because we already know about metaphor, let we start to analyze figurative language and meaning in the poem. So, in the first sentence, we found at the title, that is, hope is the thing with feathers. It means a bird without wings as a human without hope. And the second sentence, we found that verses in the soul. It means the hope that is within him. Okay, the next stanza will be explained by my friend.
Hi, I'm Dayu. So here I will continue with the figurative language and the meaning, and here I choose the second stanza. So in this stanza we can see that Emily totally using hyperbole figurative. Why? So as you can see on the screen, we can see in the fact it is impossible for a bird catch so many worms in the storm. But here's we can see from the other point of view, it has a meaning, which is no matter how hard the situation, we should to keep strong and don't ever stop to share a good things. Okay, I'll continue with the third stanza. So here, as we can see, in the third stanza, on the line 1, I've heard in the chilliest land and on the stranger sea. Here is using metaphor because it means that he or she has been able to overcome all of his life trials or most difficult challenges. And then we move to the next line, which is yet never in extremity. So it has meaning that we can make a hope but never ask for anything in return.
Hello everyone, my name is Dela, and here I would like to explain to you about my analysis about a line and rhythm from a poem that has the title Hope. So I will start from the line. In this poem have 12 lines and 3 stanzas. The lines of the poem describe about hope that gets stronger when life's difficulties come, so that it can make a person survive in the storm of life. And the second one is the rhythm. The rhythm of the poem varies in places, which may not be apparent on first sighting. The odd-numbered lines contain a total of 8 syllables. It's divided into 2 sets, the first unstressed beat and the second beat. Even lines are written in iambic tremor. It simply means with respect to the metric feet. They follow the same stress pattern but contain 6 syllables. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, so my name is Julia. In here I will explain about my analysis about the rhyme and sound of the poem titled Hope is the Thing with the Feathers by Emily Dickinson. The rhyme in the first stanza is ABCB. In this first stanza, the rhyme is irregular and only the second and fourth stanza rhyme with each other. The second stanza is ABAB, is that the first and third stanzas rhyme with each other, and followed by the second and fourth stanza which also rhyme. For the last stanza of the poem is ABBB. The first stanza does not rhyme with the next stanza, but the rhyming stanzas are the second, third, and fourth stanza. For the next, I will explain about the sound analysis in the poems. In the first stanza of the third line, which reads, and signs the tune without the words, there are consonants that are repeated in the middle and at the end of the word. And some words are repeated like the words and that of the poems. There is an initial rhyme or alliteration such as the first stanza of the third line, which is and sings the tune without the words. So the repeated words is without and the words. The second stanza, in the second line is and the storm must be storm. The repeat word is soar and storm have the same words, which is as, and the last is third stanza in the second line, which is and on the stranger sea. That's all about my analysis about rhyme and sound. For the next explanation will be explained by my friends.
Okay, everyone, so now we move to the end of our podcast. So here I would like to conclude our interpretation of this poem. So we are from group 2. We can say that this poem initially defines hope as the things with feathers. Third, it is obvious that this is a bird, as confirmed in the line 7. The unusualness of this first description shows that the poem wants the reader to look afresh at hope, to see hope with clear eyes and not take it for granted. In this poem, Emily Dickinson describes how her life is interpreted through a metaphor that uses a bird that continues to sing even though there is a storm on very cold land and is in an area foreign one. Emily expressed her feeling and hopes in this poem, like the bird is the hope of Emily, who wants her hope to be as strong as the bird that always sings and survives under any circumstances. Emily tends to use nature in the form of bird as a metaphor in conveying her implied message. And that's all about our poem analysis. So thank you for listening. I hope and we hope all of you can get some information or something that you can learn from our podcast. Thank you very much for your attention and have a nice day. Thank you.